At least we are a government with national insurance scheme to protect the healthcare of Singaporeans. And that if you are ever hospitalized, you've got MediSave, you've got MediFund, you've got MediShield Life. When the government implement MediShield Life, they implement it for the whole life, wanting it to be as long as possible because Singaporeans are living longer. 所以政府推荐这种医疗保健，讲说哦，我们要永久还到你死。为什么？他讲新加坡人已经越活越久了。But when they come up with housing scheme, it is from 99 years to 50 years to 30 years. Because a lot of people are dying early, you don't need a house for so long. 所以他卖你物质的时候，他跟你讲，哦，你不需要99年，50年就够了，30年就够了。因为新加坡人的命哦是越活越短，所以到底我们的命是越活越长还是越活越短 ？Then never mind. It's like people 16 years old, 18 years old need to serve NS. They need to hold a gun, and they are treated as adult. But they cannot vote. You have to wait until you are 21 years old to vote. Why is that so? So you are telling me that you are handling a gun to a kid who is 16 or 18 years old? Is this why there are so many guys dying inside NS, dying for our national service, and yet foreigners don't even need to come here to serve NS, to serve reservists? Is this how the government is talking? 所以他讲说，新加坡人16岁、18岁就要去服兵役，可是呢，他讲说你要21岁才可以投票。所以新加坡人到底16、18岁是成熟了还是还没有成熟？如果还没有成熟，你为什么把一把枪拿给小孩子拿？是不是就是因为你这样子把枪拿给小孩子，所以才在里面有这样多无辜的小男孩死亡？And there are internet brigades telling me I shouldn't care about national service because I don't need to serve NS. Hello, then can you file a petition? Tell them my children don't need to serve NS?
OK， 林店。哇，国会啊，讲废话的人很多嘞。有一个部长说这个要英文要读出来啊。Minister said 70% of HDB BTOs are affordable at the median income, household income of $8,400. Eh? What is the minister saying?
The minister is saying that out of 100% of the house that they are selling, 70% are actually affordable to Singaporeans. 所以新加坡政府卖给新加坡人的物质，只有78%是 OK 啦，还买得起的。还有38%是根本买不起的。30% are totally unaffordable.
You know something? I refuse to be engaged in all these discussions about numbers. Okay? You know, you can present an argument that will turn black into white, all right? So everyone can come up with their own arguments. To me, the best evidence that HDB is unaffordable, last year there was a survey that showed that 60% of Singaporeans no longer felt that they could afford property, all right? And many young Singaporeans felt that going ahead, they would have to rent or even share property. Now, when 60% of that survey says that property is unaffordable, that tells me the majority of the population don't think that HDB is affordable. All right? It is as simple as that. Okay? No argument that Desmond Lee comes out with or Sim Ann comes out with, you know, I think will change people's perception. All right? So, unless there is a dramatic change in policy, and then we do a proper survey, and Singaporeans say, oh, actually HDB now is very reasonably priced. All right? I don't see them saying that. And in fact, you know, when I take public transport and I speak to people, the number one issue is property prices, and people are unhappy. Well, if the PAP want to delude themselves and SNT, their mouthpiece, want to keep bombarding Singaporeans with propaganda saying that property is affordable, but you know, Singaporeans are now wising up and Singaporeans are not so gullible anymore. And Singaporeans don't just believe what the mainstream media reports, all right? And this is something, my friends, I believe no matter how much propaganda there is, it will be not effective. You know why? Because people live through the experience. I mean, you ask yourself, can I actually afford $700,000-800,000 to go and buy a HDB apartment?
So the Singapore government now has this propaganda machinery that is coming out to say, if you cannot afford $1 million HDB, then don't buy it, and say that housing is continuously being affordable to Singaporeans. 讲新加坡人没有这样大的投票带这样大的嘛？现在是你的物质贵就是贵，人家买不起就是买不起。如果人家买得起，人家早就去买物质、做爱、生孩子了。新加坡有这样子做吗 ？Why is our total fertility rate still one of the world lowest? And why is it that during this period of COVID pandemic, other countries have baby booms, but in Singapore people are not reproducing?
Anyway, I hope that the PAP continue to delude themselves that housing is affordable and that their mouthpiece keeps, propagating that public housing is affordable. Let them go and delude themselves, and the results will be known at the next general elections.
Recently, the HDB made history, For the first time in the history of Singapore, the HDB has started selling 3-room HDB flats at a lease of 50 years. And I know you're very poor, right? But if you find a 99-year lease not available, would you buy a 50-year lease HDB flat because it's cheaper?
When you're a Singaporean who is desperate enough, there are Singaporeans who have no choice but to buy this 50 years lease, but to buy the 30 years lease, and to even sleep under the train tracks just because they quarrel with their mates in the rental flats. But is this how a fair and inclusive society is going to be? Is this how we are going to treat our fellow Singaporeans? And the government has so much resources, and yet the government is not willing to help lower income Singaporeans. Why is this so? It's like the AGC wants money, right? You want money? You can go and sue the corrupted 6 capital cases. But you say that there are no evidence to say they are corrupted. Hello, they already announced the whole world that these 6 Singaporeans are corrupted, okay? So why is the AGC not taking action? Are they fair? Not fair. What kind of court is this?
Anyway, I hope people who are watching this video will go and watch the 3-part video I made the other day on TikTok, in which I slammed Indrani Raja's pathetic statement in Parliament. Alright? And I was teaching her how the CPIB can easily get the evidence to convict these 6 people. So please have a look at my video. Part 2 of my video actually has gone viral. Yeah? So have a look.
And the Prime Minister brother himself has also posted online about the specific evidence that the AGC can look into. Since the Prime Minister is so free to sue his own nephew, why did the AGC not go and read this kind of document that has been posted online, since the AGC said they are reading whatever is posted online? So you didn't see that these 6 people have already admitted they are corrupted? Did you not see that SPH admitted that they inflate their circulation numbers? So why are you not sending POFMA to them? Why are you not arresting all these people? Are you a fair government? Do you think people will think that your system is just? What kind of system is this?
Lim Tian, did you make a TikTok video about what the minister said about SPH? Because the minister said, we will still give SPH $180 million a year for the next 5 years, because it's about the readership and the reach, okay, and not about the it's not the number of circulation now, okay. So what's your take on this? That readership and reach, what do you do with subscription?
I thought that was the most ridiculous statement from Josephine Teo in Parliament. I don't understand. She's saying that circulation has nothing to do with reach. I would have thought there was a great correlation between the two, right? And in the TikTok video I made, when the SMT scandal first surfaced, I said that there should be an immediate commission of inquiry. Why? Very